Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Was there a Big Bang? Science has been studying the origins of a Big Bang, and I believe one happened. Well, several of them actually, every time God spoke something into existence. Science says it was all something out of nothing, a spark from nothing. Then miraculously a blast occurred in an empty vacuum, and everything came into existence. Without God, just a natural occurrence. Voila! This is a theory that has been hardwired into societies, a theory which excludes God. It is yet another of man's feeble attempts to solve all of the questions without God in the mix. We are strongly persuaded to believe this by society. Yahweh spoke it all into existence. Let there be light. Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear. God kept creating everything until creation was finished. Naysayers will tell us that this sounds ridiculous. They'll say, "God, please." Pfft. So the number of different animal species then, the sheer variety of them, all happened by chance. And that's just the animals. What about the varieties of vegetation? The stars, the seasons, the planets, the ecosystems, etc., etc., etc. What about everything else? From nothing? Common sense says otherwise. At one point, we were supposed to have crawled out of the water and breathed air for the first time. Where did our lungs come from? What about the gills that we already had to breathe while in the water? Why don't we still have gills? What about the air, the oxygen? Where did that come from? Where did the water we originated in come from? Did all of the animal species emerge separately, or did we all originate from that one lucky fella who took the first brave step out of the water? Who did he breed with then? Did another with a compatible genetic sequence just happen to emerge as a female? And did she just happen to come out of the water at the exact same moment in time to mate with him? By chance? And this all stemmed from what? Nothing? Where did instinct and consciousness come from? What about emotions? And what did they eat? How could nothing evolve into life? I could ask questions about this until the cows came home. But then I'd have to wonder if I'm actually related to those cows. When billions of years ago our common ancestor emerged from the depths, who had a female emerge at the exact same time with a compatible genetic makeup to breathe air from nothing, by chance. Am I the only one that finds this ridiculous? I mean, the odds against this are staggering, but it is what the world believes because it is what they are conditioned to believe by man. Everything has been intelligently designed. It is so obvious. Look at your hand, then open and close your fist. You just used 30 muscles. Did you know that there's a tiny bit of lubricant in all of your joints between your bones to assist movement? It is so perfectly designed that science has been trying to duplicate it. This did not happen by chance. Romans 1:20. For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Those who deny God's handiwork are without excuse. It is so obvious that there is a creator when you step back and look at it all. His invisible attributes are clearly seen. Everything was created in balance. There is no denying it. This verse of Scripture certainly says it all. Some believe, others refuse to. Kent Hovind once said, "Evolution takes more faith to believe in than God." I agree with this. Misdirected faith towards something that has never been proven because so many absolutely refuse to believe that God is real, and this gives them an out, a murky out. Science has tried to discredit God. Some scientists have even set out to disprove the Bible, then realized that there is intelligent design and there is no way around it, and they have ended up coming to Christ. Science is mainly founded on unproven theory, which many scientists dedicate entire careers towards to prove. They do this religiously, as it is what they believe in, and science is their God by default. The only thing that science has ever done for me is to help me further marvel at His creation, and it proves His existence to me even further. In actuality, God gives us the absolute answers in the Bible, His Word. 2 Corinthians 4:4, whose minds the God of this age has blinded, who do not believe, lest the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine on them. The devil has blinded the eyes of the world, and God is allowing this. I am sure that the enemy prides himself in conditioning people to follow such an inane narrative, to view creation as a chance occurrence that somehow balanced itself out and then produced life. It defies logic and demonstrates that mankind will stop at nothing to deny Yahweh. Judgment Day will be a real eye-opener for so many unfortunate souls because they would not believe the obvious, clearly seen, evident truth. Genesis 1:31. Then God saw everything that He had made, and indeed it was very good.